have this if we needed it later. You guys are welcome to reach out to me at any time throughout the year. This will also be the last slide of the presentation as well. So if you have any questions, if someone that's important to you that helps you make these decisions has questions that you can't answer, you can email me. We can set up a one-on-one time, whatever works for you. Quick agenda. We're going to talk about the benefits, open enrollments, dates, but the real big change this year is how we're going to be enrolling. It'll be through an online enrollment portal, which I think you guys will dig. So we'll talk about that. So you guys got the open enrollment invitations the other day. I saw some of you have logged in and started poking around. Thank you. We're asking that everybody have this all done by Wednesday, the 20th. If that is something that is a hard date for you to make because of some extenuating circumstances, refer back to my contact information, and I'd love to work with you directly to help you figure that out. Most of you, I'd imagine, will just keep your plans how they were. But this is your time to enroll or disenroll or waive benefits or add somebody or move from one plan to the next. Any changes that you make will go into effect on February 1st. So anything you have now will stay through the end of the month. And then after this open enrollment period, you have to wait until next year to make any changes. The exception, of course, is if you have a qualifying event of some kind. You have a baby, you get married, if you're on your spouse's plan and they lose their job, you can come back on your plan. So that's called a qualifying event. Medical plans available. We have a whole bunch of medical plans available. We got PPOs, we got HMOs, we got Kaiser plans. So all of you are in one of these plans. We'll talk about them in a second. This is a quick plug for the smartphone apps of each one of these insurance companies. This is the single best thing you can do to make your benefits experience better is to download the smartphone app. The biggest questions we get all the time are, how do I find a doctor? What does my plan cover? How do I challenge a claim? I need an ID card. All of these things are in your pocket on your phone all the time. So including things like how to find the nearest urgent care rather than an emergency room. So lots of really good things that can help your experience out. So please do it. And it's of course free. Where'd our medical go? We'll get into medical in a second. So dental, we have our dental plan with Guardian. We have the one PPO plan. A couple things I want to point out are the Alliance Network and the Preferred Network. So this is a PPO plan, but it's a PPO dental plan with an exclusive with another third network. So there's generally PPO plans you have in-network dentists and out-of-network dentists. But with this plan, there's two levels of in-network. The Alliance level is going to cost you less. The benefits are better. So if you see in tier 1 for basic care, preventative care is 100% coverage with both tiers. Basic care is 100% covered with the Alliance network versus 80% with the tier 2 network. And by the way, this 80% and 50% coverage, that is very standard good coverage in dental. But when you get into this Alliance tier, you have 100% coverage for basic and 60% coverage for major. So things like endodontics, a root canal, stuff like that is paid at higher levels with the Alliance network, so it saves you money. I'll show you in the enrollment system that I put a link to a document that explains how to find, because the question, of course, is, okay, great, how do I find one of those people? So there's a document in the enrollment portal that I'm going to highlight for you. We'll talk about it. There's an annual maximum of $1,500. So PPO plans give you great freedoms of who you can choose, but they all have annual maximums. So what an annual maximum means is once you get to this number, then you have they don't pay anymore and you have to pay everything else. So keep this in mind as we get to the end of the year, because at the end of the year, if you haven't used your plan, you want to use it before the end of the year because your $1,500 starts over on January 1st. So you can't roll that benefit over generally. However, this plan does have a level of a rollover. You see it at the bottom here, and many of you have rollover funds. So I can get that information to Katrina, and you guys can figure out which one of you has more than just your annual maximum of $1,500. Here we get into some more of the details. So basic care, where I like to look at these plans, I look at basic care, how they cover root canals, periodontal surgery, and you see that this plan treats all that as basic care, which covers it at really high levels. Some PPO dental plans put root canals and perio surgery down here in major care and make you pay more. So when I see them up in the basic care line, it's a sign of a good plan. Down here, you're getting into the actual crowns and some of the more major surgical issues, implants, bridges, those kind of things are covered at this level. How do you find a dentist? GuardianAnytime.com. Like this link is going to be in the enrollment portal, so you don't need to memorize it here, but this is where you would go. They've got a helpline that is always available. And this document here we're looking at is in the enrollment portal. So you have access to this to download it later if you'd like. So we've got some additional benefits. Alpenrock pays for $25,000 in life insurance as well as the short-term disability benefit, whereas you guys have an opportunity to add long-term disability, which would pay you past a certain period of time, so extended for years rather than just for several months. And then there's the flexible spending account, which you can put as much as $2,750 in. A reminder, this is money that goes in pre-tax that you can use for medical expenses. This helps you save money on medical expenses by using pre-tax money. For those of you who have regular expenses, a regular prescription drug, regular MRI that you need to get, you know you're going to have knee surgery, you're going to have a baby, whatever it may be, using the flex spending account is really great because you can take dollars you would have spent after tax and make them pre-tax. The drawback with flexible spending accounts, of course, is it's a use it or lose it deal. So if you put $1,000 in there and you don't use it all, that money is lost to the program. For those of you with dependents in professional care situations, you can put another $5,000 on top of that into the dependent care. So that could be as much as $7,750 between those two if you need it.
How long do we have to use our flexible spending?
How long do you have to use it?
For last year.
Katrina,
like to submit for it.
I'm trying to remember. We just had this conversation. I don't have it in front of me.
I tried to stump you.
I think.
Okay. Well, if someone could tell me at some point.
Yeah, I think you've got 30 days or 60 days to submit claims that were incurred at the end of the plan year. And so two things. Number one, Katrina, when did the FSA plan year end? Is it on the same 2/1 to 1/31?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it ends this month. So if you have to use it by the end of this month, then I think we did a grace.
So it's not yearly. It's on the schedule that our insurance is. Okay.
Correct.
So I still have some time. That's all I needed. Thank you.
But the dental care and the maximums are calendar.
Dental and medical, with dental and medical deductibles and out-of-pocket maximums and all that, always with all plans starts over on January 1. With medical, you start over, meaning, oh shucks, if you met your deductible, now you're back to zero. But with dental, it's a good thing because now you've got a refresh of your $1,500 benefits.
So if we go to the doctor in January, does that count towards our deductible for the year? No. Then.
So it's always calendar year. So with medical, forget 2/1, is our effective date. It's always January 1 to December 31.
Okay.
So any expenses you've had thus far in the last 13 days is 2021 deductibles, out-of-pocket maximums, and all that. Okay. Long-term disability. So this is your costs. This is something that you can get based on salary, and it's something that if you wish to apply for it, we need to work with Katrina directly because the way that this cost structure is laid out, it doesn't fit into the online enrollment portal program. I'm sorry, I tried it every single way, but it just wouldn't display correctly. So if you're interested in LTD, please see Katrina. And Katrina and I will work together so that she knows what you need when you do that. So these are your basic costs. It's age banded, across the top here, and then there's the amount that you're eligible for. Note that you have to have a minimum salary. If you're making 60 grand, you can't request 7,500. So just keep in mind those numbers, and these are your monthly costs that would come out. All right, so we're going to get into the EASE enrollment portal. This is going to be the way that we enroll. This will be a way you can reference back to your benefits, download any of these documents that you see in through enrollment process. Let's say in the middle of the year you want to understand, you have questions about FSA, or you want to understand this dental rollover thing, whatever it is, or how to find Alliance versus the other network. You can come back to this portal every day of the year. Okay. We'll use it at this time to enroll, but you all should have got this email. This is the email that you would have gotten. It welcomes you to EASE. Did anybody not get an email specific to this?
I don't remember.
Okay. Okay, so if anybody doesn't remember seeing this, I'll send another one out right when we hang up for this call. I'll send another one of these out. And go ahead and look in your junk folder. A lot of times this coming through that enrollment portal, our email spam folders pick it up. So check junk, check spam. But this is the email you're looking for. Once you get this, you're going to hit sign up. You'll be taken to the actual website to enter a password. You'll agree to service and terms. You're going to click through. I'm going to walk through this real quick on my other screen with you guys. Let's see, let me pull it up. So here's the email that you would have received. You've been added, blah, 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 blah. Log in. So once you get, that's an administrator, personal. So once you guys get in there, you're going to see this screen right here. Super easy. You're going to go up here, you're going to press start. It gives you an idea what to expect. Start, overview, continue. It's going to ask you all this information here. Lots of asterisks, keep that in mind. At the very bottom here, it asks you the question about long-term disability. We looked at it a little bit on that last page, but if you are interested in more information, this is the box you check yes or no, and this will let us know to reach out to you and give you the information you need. So this will just be a yes or no question here at the bottom. Once you get done with that, continue. If you have any dependents, I recommend that you enter them into here. Entering them into this section does not enroll them in benefits. Rather, it gives you the opportunity to toggle between what the cost would be to enroll the dependent or not. So important that you enter them into here. Medicare, no, you can just continue right through. Now you're getting into your benefits. The number one thing we see people kind of trip up on is this is not pre-selected at all. So you need to either select enroll or decline here. That's how you get things started. So I'm going to enroll for both me and my daughter. I said that I was married, but I didn't enter her into this thing. So why am I waiving my spouse group plan? Now, if I have the information, you put the information in. If you don't, you can just do one of these numbers here. It just wants information. Here's all our plans. As I select the plan, you see the numbers change instantly over here on the right. As I disenroll my dependent, the numbers change instantly. It's going to want to know why. You can compare the plans together side by side by doing that. You can actually export it to Excel and put it in your own format if you want to do that. Delete some of the columns and just compare the couple that you want to see. Each one of these plans is going to have a benefit summary attached to it. So this is going to be kind of a plain English, easy way to kind of see the benefits laid out. How does it cover some of the things that might be important to you? And then there's a summary of benefits and coverages. Now, this is a required document. This is the document Obamacare requires your employer to give to you regarding the plan that you want. So whichever plan you choose, you're going to have to open the summary of benefits and coverage. Now it looks like this. It's kind of giving you that same information that was in the benefit summary, but in a little bit different format. You can download that. You can do whatever you want with that. Down here, you'll see if you choose this HMO plan, what'll happen at the bottom is you'll be asked to provide a primary care person. Now, if you're already enrolled in this plan and you're just saying, hey, same, you can write same and same right here. Just write same and same. And then that will tell us that there's no change to that. Okay. If you're enrolling for the first time and you don't know who you want to choose, you can just hit this auto assign button, which will allow for the insurance company to choose a primary care provider nearby your home. You can change this at any time. If you needed some help on finding that provider, this link right here will take you right to the HealthNet site, where you can search by city, county, state. You can search by provider name and continue. If anybody's having any trouble finding a particular doctor, you're welcome to reach out to me and I can kind of help you find this person through there if you're really kind of running into some challenges. So
wait, so that would be how you find if the provider is covered under that insurance?
Yeah. So
Okay.
exactly. So if I'm looking for a particular provider, then I would search that. I would get here and I could look, by city, and this is how I'm going to know if it's if this person, if Smith,
So if it shows up, that means that they're covered under that insurance.
Exactly. Now,
Okay.
the key is, especially with these plans, you got to get the correct network. So this is the Saluti Moss, the HMO Saluti Moss is the HMO network. Again, if you're on this plan and this is confusing or you can't remember which one I said, just let me know. You shoot me an email, give me a call. I'll help refresh you. Same thing with our United Healthcare plans. This uses the Alliance network. Okay. Are any of you on the Alliance network right now on the United Healthcare plan? Do you know? Uh-oh, we don't remember. Okay, so the same kind of deal. This will take you right to the United Healthcare website. Find a doctor.
It might be, but I never used it this year, so I think I might have it.
Good. A weird thing.
I needed it. I just didn't have it. I just didn't have my primary care, so I just paid for it all.
Oh man. Oh. All right. So United Healthcare, medical directory, all United Healthcare plans. Now you got to get down to the bottom. Why they make it this hard, I don't know. But signature value is the name of the plan. I actually have this all these steps recorded. I think I might embed this into that part of the website. You go through here, medical directory, California, just trying to get to where this is where you get to the word Alliance. So you want to choose this Alliance. They've got all these different names of plans. Alliance is how we search. Now, once you're in here, now you are looking specifically in the correct network for doctors. So if Dr. Jones is in there, then usually it would, if there was a Jones in there, then it would tell us. But that's where you would know you're looking at the right place. All right, so we've chosen our HMO medical plan. We go through same thing with dental. We're going to choose to enroll or decline. Here's how we find a dental provider with Guardian. Right to that website there. PPO is what we will be searching. And then dental benefit summary is live here. So everything we were just looking at in the presentation is right here. Here's that phone number I pointed to right there. Here's that website to find a dentist, find a provider, manage your benefits. Again, you can download it, print it, whatever you need to do there. Now, the explanation for the Guardian Dental Maximum Benefit Rollover. Now, I have tried, my friends, like 7 times to get this thing to save vertically, but it will not do it. I can't understand why. But this is, so if you'll indulge me and just rotate it one revolution when you get there, I apologize, but this is how the benefit works, and this is how you understand how you get more rollover benefit. The key is using your plan. So if you don't use your plan at all, you're not rewarded for that. So making sure, they want to make sure you're getting your cleanings. So you get your 2 cleanings a year, and if that's all you need, you're going to roll over big bucks. And every few years you have some work you need done, and now you've got $2,000 in maximum, $2,200 in maximum. So this is how that would work there. Alliance versus preferred. So again, it's coming in sideways on me, catty wampus. But this is a little bit of information on understanding how to find alliance versus the preferred network. So you can click through all of that. I'm going to select it for both me and my daughter. Okay, great. We're moving on. Short-term disability is going to show you amount based on your compensation. There's nothing to select. It's pre-selected for you because it's something that's paid for. If you want a summary of the benefits, you got it here. Again, this is all downloadable. You can save it. You can do whatever you want to do. You can come back to this all year long and look at it. Continue. We're always going to keep continuing through. We see on the right side our monthly costs are tallying up. Here's our life that's paid for by the company. Again, another link to a document that can teach you more about what this benefit is. And then here's FSA. You can elect to enroll. We'll just give it $1,000. Oh, whoa, that was weird.
If we're already enrolled in that, do we still just select it and put in the new amount or the amount that we want?
You are making a new election. You have the freedom to add to it, take from it, whatever it is. So this is, you're enrolling in this just like you would otherwise. I want $1,000 in the FSA. FSA FAQs. So this will take you to a site that's got a lot of good information on FSAs if you're not fully aware of what it is, or if you have questions on what some of the terms mean. Really nice place for information there. If you want to know what items are eligible with an FSA, it's right at your fingertips here. Here, go. So this will give you a complete list. I mean, this is a really cool site with a lot of really good information. So for those of you trying to spend the last few bucks, this will give you an idea of, okay, what are things that I might not have thought of that I need or use that I can go buy that would be part of a qualified medical expense per the FSA rules. So all those links, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on them because you can spend as much time as you want while you're in here. So now you see that is how much I'm contributing. FSA dependent care, again, you can elect up to 5,000. Here's some information. Again, another link to a good site that talks about the dependent care. I'm going to elect to not enroll in that. Now we get into beneficiaries. So the dependent, this is where it's important to have your dependents listed in there, even if you do not wish to enroll them, because now they're into the beneficiary page. You can, of course, add them here as well. I'll just give my daughter all of it. If there's many people, it just has to add up to 100%. So you can divide it up however you want. Continue. Gives you a summary of what you've decided on and what you're going to do. You can print this summary here. Print it, save it, whatever you want to do. This is where I want you guys to look at it and go, yes, I do want the HealthNet Platinum plan. Yes, I want to enroll my child also in dental. Oh, whoops, I don't want to enroll my child in dental. You go back to benefits here and disenroll. So this is just another check to look at it. Once you feel good about it, you continue. So I didn't open up my summary of benefits and coverages with that HealthNet plan. Remember, I opened it up with the Blue Cross plan, but not this one. So I just click here. It opens it right up. Boom, I'm back. I've done everything I need to do. Of course, you will review every word of that, of course, I'm sure, but you can do it that quickly. You'll sign forms. This is a lot like if you've done DocuSign. except there's two signatures here. You're going to type a signature. You're going to sign with your mouse. Looks like you sign with your feet, but it's okay. Next, next. And then now it just follows you all the way through the whole process, all the different applications that we have, and it signs everywhere it needs to sign. Now, once you're done with that, you hit finish signing. If you wish to see the application as it's been filled in, you can do this. This is just showing you exactly how the application has been mapped based on the selections that you've made. Again, you can print, you can save that, you can do whatever you want to do with that. Finish signing. You can tell us what you thought about it, or if you just want to be all done, just hit this finish button. And once you get that finish button, you'll be thrown back to the dashboard here, and you'll be able to, this is what you will see throughout the year. You won't have this start enrollment, manage enrollment button once open enrollment's done, but when you come back, you will have this. So if you are going to use your dental plan for the first time in the year and it's like April and you forgot everything we talked about, you just come here and you've got all this stuff right at your fingertips. Okay? So that is, I'll get back to the PowerPoint. But that is basically the end of the presentation. So this is a bunch of screenshots on what we did. The last thing I'll say is you'll get an email back to that same email address saying, thank you, you've submitted your enrollment. So right now in my email inbox, I've got this letter or this email that says that you've completed your enrollment. That's how you know you're all done. So what now is we log back in or log in for the first time to the ease portal. I'll send out another email right now, the same one you got a couple days ago. So it's at the top of your inbox. If you guys don't have it within 5 minutes of this call being over, then there's an issue. Maybe the email address was input incorrectly. So if you don't have it within 5 minutes of the conclusion of this call, then reach out to myself or to Katrina, and we'll figure out what the issue is and get you the enrollment information. As a reminder, we're trying to get this all done by Wednesday, January 20th. If any of you have a lot to think about or talk about, again, I am here for you. My information is right here. I'll leave this slide up, and I'll take anybody's questions